fun that you're here to buy a ring. First of all, my name is Matty. Yep, good to meet you. Absolutely. I'm so happy for you. I'm glad that you came in today. I'm going to help you with every step of the way, okay? Okay, so, have you done any research or, do you know anything about the diamond business and what to expect? Okay, sure, yeah. Kind of going in blind. Okay. Well, I have a lot of great tools to show you what you're going to be looking for. So if you'd like to get started, I would love to get started with you. Okay, so I want to make an account for you real quick because what this is going to do is, today is going to be kind of going over everything, and then when you're ready to purchase, you can come back in and I'll have every note about what we've been doing on it, so you don't have to redo this, okay? Alright, so give me your first name. Okay, and a last name. Standard spelling. Great. Alright, and a phone number for you. 28, okay. Great, and what's a good email for you? At Gmail. Alright, great. And do you have any idea of when you may be ready to purchase? Okay, yeah. That's perfectly fine, yeah. Yeah, I think a lot of people come in here and just trying to research. Now, with your partner, do you know what they're into? Okay, great. Well, yeah, are you ready to get started? It's so exciting, so exciting. Okay, so what I want to show you first is how we're going to look at the stones, okay, because that's the most important. I want to figure out the stone first, then we'll get into the setting and the ring and everything, but let's talk about the stone, okay? So the way that we look at stones is called the 4 C's, okay? The 4 C's, all right? Now I have this booklet to kind of show you what I'm talking about, okay? So this is the 4 C's of diamonds. Okay, so the 4 C's is color grade, color grade, clarity grade, cut grade, and carat weight. Okay, so the color grade is the color of the stone, right? Obviously, the less color you see in a stone, the better, right? You don't want kind of the rainbow looking color, right? The lower the color, the better. Okay, so that's the color grade. The clarity grade is the smoke in it, basically. Like when you look at it, does it look like it's kind of smoky and full, or does it look crystal clear? Okay. The cut grade. Okay, the cut grade is basically how the diamond is cut. So when they take them from wherever they are, or if they're lab grown, how they're cut, the grade. Okay, and then obviously the carat weight is going to be the size and the weight of the stone. Now, are you wanting to do a natural diamond, meaning from the earth, or are you wanting to do a lab? A lab. Okay, yeah, great. Yeah, I mean, in my opinion, I personally like lab more. Now, I don't work on commission. If I did, I would probably tell you to do from the earth, a natural, just because they're more expensive. But a lab diamond compositionally is the exact same. And I think that morally, there's some things that people have learned about how my diamonds are mine that, so, okay, so let's go through this. So we're going lab, great. So that doesn't change anything here, okay? So the 4 C's of quality, all right? So color, all right, so this is the color scale. Okay, so I'll read what this says. This says, the color evaluation of most gem quality diamonds is based on the absence of color. Okay, so the absence of color. So again, the more color, the lower grade. Okay, it's like a white balance on a camera, right? So a chemically pure and structural perfect diamond has no hue and consequently a higher value. Okay, so this grading system figures out where the stone is on the color scale, basically. Does that make sense? Okay, great. So the next one, here we go. The next one is clarity. Clarity, okay? So this is a little bit harder to explain, but basically, diamonds are the result of carbon exposed to tremendous heat and pressure, okay? So this process can result in a variety of internal characteristics called inclusions, okay? Or blemishes, alright? So evaluating diamond clarity involves determining the size, the nature, all of those things. So this is a great example. So a VVS, a flawless, or VVS 1 or 2 are basically perfect, right? And it can all the way go down. It can go all the way down to I. All right. So as you can see here, probably that's perfect. And do you see all these blemishes? You know what I mean? So you're just gonna look at the clarity. Maybe there's little just imperfections in it. Does that make sense? Okay. Great. All right. Next is the cut. Okay. So the cut scale goes from poor to excellent. Okay. So the cut scale are the quality cut is crucial to the diamond's final beauty and value. It's the most complex and difficult to assess. All right. So the things that you look at is the brightness, the fire. The fire means the scattering of white light into all the colors of the rainbow, basically. And then we're just gonna look at, the crown height, the crown angle, the table size, the pavilion depth, the total depth. There's so many things. I'll show you everything that goes into evaluating. That's everything that goes into evaluating the cut. So you can see, so much goes into that. And then the last C, okay, which I think is the most fun, is the carat weight, okay, and that is the size and the weight of the diamond, right? So that is the measurement of how much a diamond weighs. A metric carat, okay, 1 carat is defined as 200 milligrams. Each carat can be subdivided into 100 points, okay? So I'll show you, for instance, this is 0.25 carats, all the way up to 5 carats, which is huge. So that's the 4 C's, okay? That's how we're going to be kind of going into how, the size, the weight, the value of the stone that you're going to be looking at, all right? Does that make sense? Okay, fantastic. All right, so let me go grab another tool here, and we're gonna get into the fun stuff. All right, so before I go pull some stones for you to look at, I want to talk to you about your budget. Now, the budget again is going to, it's going to determine all of those 4 C's. Does that make sense? Exactly. Yeah. So, let's say your budget is $1,000. Okay. That we can determine what we can get you with that money, right? Then if your budget is $15,000, obviously you're going to get a higher quality, right? So I have this great tool I'm going to show you, okay? And this is kind of a slider, okay? And what this is it basically allows us to show you where you would be at with your budget, okay? So like I said, this is the D all the way to C, or to Z, right? You see that? So then I can kind of show you based on your budget where you're gonna be, right? And the same with clarity, okay? Cut grade, and then obviously the weight in the carats. Okay, so let's reset it here, and let's talk about budget. Do you know what your budget might be for this? Nice, okay. Yeah, I mean, I get that. I get asked that a lot. I would say would say on average, for an engagement ring, I would say $3 to $5 probably is like the average. I would say if you want like to be up there on these things on that, you'd be at least 4,500, 5 and up, I would say. So yeah. Okay. Great. Oh yeah, that's fantastic. Okay, so you like to stay under 6. Okay, great. Now, as far as the shape of the diamond, have you talked to your partner about the shape at all? Oval. Okay, great. Yeah, very popular right now. Okay, that makes it very simple. All right. So keeping it under $6,000 here. Let's take a look. So with $6,000, you can do a lot here. Okay. So with $6,000, we can be in the D to E. Like we could be even in the F here. So we could be really, really high in color grade, like almost colorless, if not colorless. Okay. Let's see, clarity grade. I think we would be in the VVS1. Yeah, VVS1 to VVS2, which is very, very, very clear. Okay. Cut grade would be excellent to very good. Okay. And then size-wise, I mean, with an oval, you'd be like a 3 to 3.5. So that would be excellent. Now, the fun thing is, like, let's say that your partner or you are more interested in the size, right? We could go up to, let's say, 4.5, and we could go down in color a little bit, right? And we could go down, and you know what I mean? Like, we can slide it however you want. What my suggestion is to get the best actual cut and the best stone is right around where I was, right? Which is here, and then like a 3.35. Have you ever seen how big a 3 to 4 is? Okay, yep, I can show you. Absolutely. This is about where I would suggest. But let me grab some stones and show you, and you can kind of see what you think. Okay. All right. Yep. Give me 1 second. You said oval, correct? All right. 1 second. Alrighty. So I pulled 3 stones for you. Okay. Now, this is just going off of my suggestion of keeping it between 3 and 4. But I pulled a bigger one and a smaller one just so you can kind of see the range, okay? Alright, so this is an oval, and let me grab the paperwork here. So this first one is this is a 4.5 carat, okay, so a little bigger. 4.5 carat, very good cut, VVS1 and an E color, so basically colorless. Okay, so this is a little bit bigger than what we talked about, but this would still be in your budget. All right, so this is the first one. Alrighty, and that's it right there, and it is a beautiful stone, as you can see. And yeah, this is big. I mean, look at, like, on a finger, that's a big boy. It really is. Like I said, VVS1, great cut, as you can kind of see. The cut on it, it's very clean, right? Very clean, very shiny. And yeah, this is just an enormous stone. You know what I mean? Yeah, this would make anyone happy. Again, look at it on a finger, and this is like, I have pretty big hands. Like, that's crazy. But I just wanted to show you a 4 or 5 and what that would look like. Okay, so then what I would suggest, like, again, I don't make commission, so it's, you know, it's whatever you want to do. But I pulled a 3.5 carat, and let me get it on my little thing here. Alrighty, so this is 3.5, and this is what I would probably suggest. This would easily be under $6,000. So this is, let's see, so this is an F color, so colorless. this is a VVS 1, excellent cut grade, and then a 3.5 carat. Okay, so here's the 3.5 carat. Okay, and as you can see, still great clarity, perfect cut. So, one of the best things to look for is the shine in it, and see how there's no rainbow in it. You see how clear it is? See that? If it was a lower clarity and color, you would see a lot of color in there. So yeah, this is gonna be a great choice, and I'll show you on my finger. Again, this is a male side, like, that's really nice. See that? That's a really nice size. So that is the 3.5, which I love. I think that's gonna be would be a great choice for you, honestly. Okay, so then the last one I want to show you is a huge one, and I just wanted you to see this because, one, it's fun to see, but also just to kind of give you a picture of what this could be. Okay, so this is this is wild. So this is an 8 carat. Okay, and this is a perfect, everything across the board perfect. But let's take a look at this. I mean, this is now this is like this size and clarity. This is you're in the Kardashian, Beyonce, Taylor Swift era here, right? So like again on a male hand, like, I mean, that's craziness. So yeah, I just wanted to show you that. Obviously, this is going to be significantly more than your budget. Of course, we're talking, even the lab grown here, we're talking 20-30 grand for this. But I just wanted to show you, so yeah, what do you think? What are you thinking about those different sizes? Yeah, I can show you. Let me adjust my thing here. Like that. Yeah, I can show you again. This is the 3.5 again, and yeah, I think this is probably the most realistic for you. Yeah, here's the 3.5 again. And again, it's VVS 1. Looks really great. And then again on a hand, like, that's a really nice size. Right? Really nice size. So, alright, so now that we've kind of figured that out, and I'll let you think on all of that, what I would love to do is get a size on file. Okay, so what we're gonna do is, because I'm assuming you're gonna get a ring too, and what I would like to do is, since you're not buying today, which is totally fine, when your partner comes in here as well, and gets your band, we'll know what size you are. Okay, so, and again, we'll have it on file. So I have this, and what this is just a bunch of different ring sizes. Okay, and what we're gonna do here is figure out what you are. Alright, so hold up your hand. I'm gonna guess you are I'm gonna guess you're a 9. Try that on right there. Yep. Try that on. A little small. Okay. So let's try a 10. Let's try a 10. How about that? There you go. Okay, nice. Yeah, and the crazy thing too is, like, our hands change size, right? Like, we fluctuate weight. We also, like, we could be holding water, and it could be a hot day and swollen. Like, it's different it's truly different for everybody. But yeah, I mean, I think that a 10 is probably what we would want to put on your thing, to be honest. So I think that's perfect. I think a 10 is nice. So let me put that on here. or anything, right? Okay, great. Well, listen, from the bottom of my heart, congrats. This is so exciting, and I hope that when you're ready, you come back, okay? Yeah, and when you do, just give them your phone number. We can look it up, and everything that we went over today will be in there, so you don't have to go through this process again. Absolutely. All right, yeah, I will hopefully see you next time. Yeah, please come back. All right, yeah, no, thank you. Yeah, we'll see you next time. If you enjoyed this content and want more, please consider hitting the subscribe button and turning on notifications. That will tell you every time I put new content up, which is 2 to 3 times a week, which is a lot of content all the time, so do not miss out. There's also hundreds of videos of back catalog to go check out as well. So if you want to support me and never miss a new video, hit that subscribe button